with the old shit, in with the new thing. Dark as a motherfucker, color of my moon ring. My mind digital, always stay focused now. Steady, dry, heavy, but this my favorite go around. Love it when it's showtime. Pump the adrenaline, feeling like a kid again. Pass me a mescaline, nigga, I'm a man now. No more pants down, no need for gloves now. No more mask out, grind to your bones show. Foolproof cash route, do it for the fam. I'm no.
Yeah. You ready? Grumpy OG, Hannibal Heck, Eddie the Ass Eater. We got a special guest today.
Yeah, man.
Special guest, not only is my dog.
Yeah.
Not only
the real Puerto Rock.
Oh my goodness, not only is he super important to the culture, he made time for us, which he promised me he would, and he did because he's a man of his word.
All the time.
Some people know millionaires, some people know billionaires, but my dog's a skillionaire. Puerto Rican. Thirstin Howl the third, my dog.
Thirstin Howl the third.
Appreciate
you.
you.
It was good. Nah, you know it's all love, man. I rock with y'all for mad years.
Always.
Way before all the podcasts.
Always.
Way before,
all of that.
Just in the lab and, you know, like I said, coming down to Miami and all that.
Word.
Everybody embraced me heavy when I got here, man. And I never forgot that, you know.
You know it's your home.
Yep.
On top of that, your music was impactful back then.
Yeah,
to us that listen to
nobody
hip-hop.
spit metaphors like no one hit like that. No one, and still don't spit like that.
Spanish,
no one did or does.
In hip hop, so it was like, yo, dope. And the EFN big fan, like he was always.
I met EFN through the mail, man. Before online and all that.
Sent you shit.
He used to send me tapes. Where my songs was on his mixtapes that he was putting out. We talking about back in the days.
Oh hell yeah, he always
but he even communicated back then. So you know,
because he was a fan first.
We was fans.
He was a fan first.
So once I got here, you know, I started rocking with everybody. I did mad joints with Garcia.
Yeah, you did.
Did mad joints with Heck.
Yep.
Did mad joints with Soulfly.
Yes, sir.
Did mad joints with Pedo.
It's my dog.
So you know. It's hip hop, man. So you know, I go wherever hip hop is at.
Before we start, because you know we're gonna talk some shit. That's why we love. We don't say we do interviews. We just talk shit and we bring my dog up. But we do kind of do interviews sometimes because we love to ask about your history because we want people to know the importance that you bring to the culture. You understand? Like people just think. I hate when people are like, oh, he's just another rapper. No, stop, rapper. Don't stop with that one label thing. But one thing, and this is real petty. You know what I mean? I'm Puerto Rican. And that tú sabes.
No, there's a house of Puerto Ricans here.
I just have to say.
I love you more now.
You got a lot of knives in the building. A lot of knives.
This is going to be something petty. Don't drink while I say you might spill your beer. You might spit your beer out after I say this petty shit.
Oh, I'm going to hear this.
I see. No, it's my dog right here. He knows that. I show love every time.
All the time.
I ain't never going to be mad at you ever in my life. But here's some small petty Puerto Rican shit we put to the side. Real quick, I'm reading your bio. I'm like, this motherfucker's impressive. You dig? And I'm like, damn, I love this motherfucker. And I already knew a lot of this info, but of course, some I didn't. He went real in depth with it. Real dope bio. And I get to the bottom. He's like, yo, I made tracks with all these stupid list of names. Stupid list. I'm like, mad motherfuckers. I saw G Garcia, obviously. I see Pedo. I see our Mission. I see everybody, all my dogs on there. I didn't see Heckler on that motherfucker though.
Yo,
we were just talking about
it's just
that.
like that list.
I can't wait till I get to the studio.
Didn't I just say that about that list? I said everybody get mad when their name ain't on the list. Yo, I said that soon as I walked in today.
I got the tracks. I got the tracks to prove. We was in the studio. It's my man.
No, you know what? When I go home tonight, I'm gonna add Heckler to the bio, yo, just to make sure.
But if you do, I'm gonna glow like a motherfucker.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I promise I'm gonna add that in because
you the man.
You know what I mean? It's just respect and love. Nah, it's respect because it takes nothing to add it in.
It's nothing.
You know what I mean?
If it's not a difficult thing, then cool.
Not at all, man.
It's not difficult. Fine.
Because look, also you on a platform, you are somebody, so I need to be acknowledged that I know this person.
You know what it
right
is?
here.
It's because he meets. Okay, from what I'm watching him on Instagram, and the dude's moving around from city to city. He's making moves. Obviously, he's meeting a lot of people. So when all these people read his bio, because he's so enriched with history, you dig? This is a library right here we're talking about. So dude's gonna go pick his brain or read his bio or listen to his music. Man, if I can be associated in a 1% of that situation,
we locked in. Heck, we locked in. We locked in.
With all the features he's done, you're like,
I'll take it.
0.0002.
I'll take it. Just don't put no Eddie Gigs or Eddie Assy on there.
no
I'll be
matter.
happy for life.
Especially not Eddie Assy. He's gonna fuck your
I'll
whole shit
be
up.
happy.
It's all good, but
Come on,
you in
smell
there.
me?
I think the song never came out either. That was probably one of the reasons I ain't added
I
on.
think he could have put one on a mixtape. I think I remember him doing something on the mixtape. The one we did with me, you, and G. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think he put on the mixtape. It's all love. I ain't
Nah,
worried
but
about,
y'all all
ain't worried about
grinding,
that.
man. Like I said, it's
Yeah.
nothing for me to do or add on.
It's
'cause
nothing.
This family, regardless,
That's
man.
nothing.
You know what I mean?
It was dope.
It was
Nothing.
petty though, because he brought it up.
I'm telling you, like you said about that.
Nah, but love is love, baby.
Yo.
Love is love.
It's crazy.
So now back to business.
Nah, just because since you came out here, like you was just automatically your genuine love, and that's the real shit. Because like you know, you there at that time was like people knew you, like they know you. They was like all over, and you just gave everybody love.
Yeah,
That's
super
dope.
humble.
You know, humble and real.
And hungry
you know
in the
what I'm saying?
motherfucker too.
But then he
That's
been
me,
grinding
man.
forever.
That's me, man. I'm just being myself, man. You know, Miami is my home as well.
Yes, definitely.
You know, because you see my whole family here, so it's not like I came through as a tourist
Of course.
That's the
or
crazy
something.
shit.
I was
Everybody yourself,
well
everybody
grounded.
yourself.
You
A
know,
lot of us didn't know that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Yeah.
finding out the history and
Right.
your story, we was like, oh man, he's been out here forever.
yeah,
He
nah,
know
I've
these
been
shits.
back and forth all
Yeah.
my life out
Yeah.
here. But when my last
original
time here,
Brooklyn,
I
though.
wasn't a known artist. You know what I
Right.
mean? So coming back as a known artist, I was
better-
treated
so better.
differently.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
even by my family. You know, everybody gave me a little extra love at this point. So
Of
you know,
course.
me feeling blessed, I only know how to give it back.
Right.
Because if you know, if dudes would have came at me sideways, then that's
No, of
that.
course.
But that would have been the
That's the energy
energy
you
that
would've
I
had.
would.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm with that.
Exactly.
So
Right.
so I was only getting love, man, and that made me want to give it back like fully, you know.
Right.
And I'm talking about the whole Miami.
Look,
When I started doing my events and everything here, the way I see Miami have my back,
right.
you know, like I always said, when I'm in Miami, I rep Brooklyn, I rep New York. But when I go to New York, I rep Miami.
Word.
Because everybody always see me like, oh, you a Miami dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
here-
never had
out
a
here,
problem
that's what
with
we
that.
would say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I went
we
back
know
recently,
you Brooklyn,
and
but
somebody whispered when I walked by, "Oh, watch out, it's them Brownsville niggas." I'm like, and I turned around and said, "Yo, I'm a Miami nigga." You know what I mean? But just
Word
because
up.
it's love, you know, I rep both
shit.
places, man.
That's dope. That's dope. But for those who don't fucking know, I've seen him super consistent ever since I met him. You know what I'm saying? Mixtapes, right?
Albums like crazy.
10 albums, my man, over here rocking over here.
Yeah, I'm a
You know what it
Kicking
is?
them out.
30 something right now. I did 5 albums during the pandemic.
That's crazy.
You know, I dropped over 150 music videos. I'm probably sitting on 20 right now that I'm gonna just be frisbeeing.
It's ridiculous.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's just work,
always been
man.
grinding, man.
Let's
That's
get.
it.
Can we start real quick with something else? With like, okay, so I already read your whole bio already, but I already knew this. You know, co-founded Low Lifes, right? Which when I talk to people who don't know shit about it, or they know the name but they don't know what the culture's about, what why it was even started, they just think it's a gang, and I'm like, I never looked at it like that. Like it's a gang. On your bio it says that. It says it does say gang, right?
I mean, the initial
then you started
way it
as
started,
that.
it started as grimy, straight griminess, robbing, stealing,
Yeah.
kicking in the door.
And
you
Low
know,
Lifes, it just goes with the street shit. It's just hard.
but it didn't relate to it in that way, like a
Not even put the
derogatory
polo in
thing.
the-
It was the
No, it was the
gangs.
polo. It was
joint. No, I
never
know,
about
but
being
I'm
a
saying,
low
no,
life.
of course.
Correct though,
Yeah.
but if you never explain it, it
Yeah,
can
nah,
sound
a lot
like
of people would
it
think
can
it's
coincide with the
LOW.
streets.
Yeah.
Word.
But you know, when I became an artist, man, you know, I had a big transition in my life after suffering a bunch of consequences for my actions and things like that.
Right,
so
right.
when I became an artist, I was past all that.
Right.
So now, but the one thing I could not put down or let go was me being a low life. So I transformed it into what it is today as far as a positive
I feel that.
hip hop organization that's
Right,
all
right, right.
around the world. And it was about
That's hard.
love and loyalty for real at this time. Because,
Right.
you know, we represented love and loyalty, but only for each other on some griminess. You know, we're going to do whatever for each other. Got love
Right.
for you, whether you're right or wrong, you're doing dirt, I'm going to do it with you. But, you know, I got a chance to flip that, man, because I was like, I was a person who really influenced a lot of people in the wrong ways. So when I made that transition, I was able to have the same influence in that positive way. So I got a lot of people to switch it up with me, and now we pushing for entertainment. You know, we pushing in this route. We changing our morals, and a lot of that, it manifested, man, and it spread globally.
Yeah,
you know,
globally.
it was never a plan. It was never a plan to spread it globally.
Neither was hip hop.
It all happened organically. It wasn't even a plan for me to make a Miami chapter. That I never came here with those intentions. It happened organically.
But when you made the Miami chapter, it wasn't like when you said it started like a gang in Brooklyn. It wasn't like in Brownsville. It was really about the fashion and the culture more than gang banging.
Everywhere was like that. Like you know, what we started in Brooklyn and what spread to Philly and all that was about the gang culture.
Right. Okay.
But once it evolved into this entertainment thing, everywhere that it spread, it was about that. It was about love. It was about loyalty. It was about, and mostly about the arts and hip hop, because everybody lived the arts. So this was a way to unite all the people who live the arts, and that we talking about the people who gonna do it, whether they got deals or not, whether they getting put on or not, whether they recognized or not. They living it all the way. So the love and loyalty is to hip hop, basically.
Gangsta.
You know what I mean? So and then it came to the people, because you know everywhere you go, when you meet people who live the hip hop culture life, you only see positivity in them. Yeah. All the people, especially that's pushing it forward, and you know, artists and entertainers, and you don't really see too much griminess in them. You see people who love the culture and willing to do anything for anybody living the culture and pulling them forward and helping them out. And yo, you could use my studio. I got beats for you. I'll be your D. You get that kind of vibe, and that's what I feel we was able to do on a major scale, because you know, I look at us like we're the next, not level, but the next generation of like what the Rocksteady crew was, Zulu Nation. We're like the third component of that. You know what I mean? And
I get that.
But we're past, present, and future, and continuously growing right now, and multicultural. Yeah. You know, to me, that's real important. You know, we accept everything and everybody. So, and that's why the expansion is what it is, man.
No, and the crazy shit is what was going on with the whole gang when it started out and shit, to have Ralph Lauren backing you up and like being like there, like that's ill.
But I believe
of the movement you did.
But that's also because Ralph and the company see the man I am today. Yes. And they're not judging me by the man I once was. Correct. They see the direction.
They see the positivity
that we're moving. Like when you know, I know they monitor my social media, and you see me with my family, with my children, my grandchildren. So you could see the kind of lifestyle I live now, and I'm not promoting nothing negative. I mean, my music is entertaining.
That's what.
So it's like, you know, it might be a okay chorale, it might be a horror movie, whatever, but that's entertainment.
What is it, Eddie? Corazón de Cabrón.
Yeah. That's
my shit. Like this motherfucker.
Every time someone say something, I say Corazón de Cabrón
all the time.
Now saying that,
and I follow with like Thirstin.
What's the meaning behind that word cabrón? Why Puerto Ricans get mad when you don't know them and you say, "Oh, hey, cabrón, what's up?"
You know what I mean?
Mad. What's
we
the
really
why?
Explain this, but
I mean,
there's three different versions.
I grew up in a black community, so more understanding black culture and way of things. I didn't fully get to absorb, you know, as a maturing man to know. But from what my understanding, from what I've heard from a lot of Puerto Ricans, even in jail and all that, a cabrón is somebody's fucking your girl, and you know about it. Yeah, and you know about it,
and you still fucking with it.
You still fucking with it.
You know, it's like you just
pretty much a fucking.
And that's why you could be a cabrón too, because a bitch could
the
be
worst pussy you ever could be, pretty much.
But also, cabrón is a bastard.
Yeah. And
it's like you don't have a father. It has a couple of meanings from my understanding.
You know, if you go to Puerto Rico and you just around family, you just around a bunch of Puerto Ricans, but ones that you're close to though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get drunk, you start talking. That's how Puerto Rican stop. Oh, yeah, cabrón,
Yeah,
cabrón,
yeah.
cerveza, right? But it's also like a term.
That's like when they say, hey, you bitch ass nigga. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly what it is.
That's how we was in
But what
Puerto
it
Rico
means is that's what it means.
You heard the breakdancing crew out there, Time Machine?
Nah, never heard of it.
But they you know, big. We went out there, and I'm over
He was
here.
in that crew.
No, I wish I was.
You got Time
man.
Machine's t-shirt.
And we was rolling with whatchamacallit, Buddha family
over here.
Yeah, I know about Buddha family. Yeah, I know about Buddha family.
Wow.
No.
I'll tell you stories about that. That whole weekend, I was like this. Holy shit. But I just came out and said cabrón, and they looked at me like
They didn't like that shit.
it was like, yo, don't
say
ever
that shit.
dude,
But you
don't
see,
ever
because they
say
don't
that.
know him.
Don't
you
ever
dig?
say that.
That's a diss from
Like,
hell when
Puerto
you don't
Ricans
know
get
them.
mad when you say. I said,
Fuck yeah.
word. I said, oh, I'm sorry, I'm Cuban.
It's
I
bad.
Yeah.
I know speaking. I know speaking
Yeah,
Spanish.
depends how you're saying it, what level tone, who you're talking to.
They-
I'm talking
yo,
to my brother,
the
and my
room
cousin.
was-
The room,
You
right.
hear people
You
talking
dig?
on here, and then when I said cabrón,
But
I
if you
just
say
said
it with
you
a
heard
mean
crickets.
ass tone, you mean like
Nah, it's only you can only
We
speak a
fighting
certain
out
way
this
with certain
motherfucker.
people, man. Like
Yeah,
I don't
I
joke.
realize
I don't
that.
joke with everybody either. You know, I don't.
Right.
I don't definitely call you out your name
Yeah, no, for
because
sure,
you know.
for sure.
I
just didn't know
believe
that
in
that was
respecting
that.
everybody, man.
And that's why they respect
especially if
you.
I don't know you, man. I
correct,
won't even
correct.
play with nobody in that
Facts.
sense.
No,
man,
like I
'cause-
wouldn't have stepped up to somebody and say, yo, what up, punk motherfucker? What's up?
You know, like
you don't do that, but
like to suck my dick.
Oh yeah, no, I don't
None of
do
that,
that.
none of
Yeah,
I seen niggas get stabbed up for that
kidding me?
shit. Like
Word up.
that's really not a joke.
No.
Your mother.
Oh, that's
Like, yo, I be seeing the rap battles on TV. They be
yeah.
talking about mothers, kids.
everything.
Yeah.
like it's up for
There's
grabs.
no way I could
Can't
do
do
that.
that rap
Yeah.
I
shit.
could not do
Nah,
that.
I watch them motherfuckers. I watch it a
could not
lot,
be.
though.
Listen, at
You
my
don't see
age
it-
right now, I'm
No,
not
no,
with
no,
none of
no.
that.
No,
them things hurt.
I told
like,
you that.
Yeah,
Word.
yeah.
The thing is, like, when they offer that big money, like 30, 40, 50, $100,000, if you touch them, you lose. You won't even get paid. That's why they don't touch them,
I
right?
get it.
But I think I lose that bread because not only is the dude talking about my daughter, he in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like he just
Yeah,
trying.
I'm not
I
even
can't
doing
do
none of that.
I
I'm
can't
not-
do
I'm
that.
not-
He's
and
right here. I can't do that.
I didn't understand how they could like hold themselves or restrain themselves.
I think that's why I watch battle rap because I'm waiting for one of these motherfuckers to explode.
I mean,
You
it
motherfuckers-
has happened.
Oh no, I seen
Yeah,
2 or
but
3
it's
of
like
them already.
I'm not willing to do that. If you notice,
Nah,
I don't disrespect nobody even on
Right.
record.
Yeah.
I never
Like a
seen
lot
that.
of dudes do that, and like, I come from a real world where
Yeah.
shit goes down, and it
Right.
went down in my life. So
Right.
I'm careful of anything. I don't want to invite none of that.
Facts.
And I don't want nobody to invite me to it because I can't tell you how it's gonna go.
Exactly.
Right.
I can't tell you if I'm just being honest. If you see, like, I give off the energy everybody gives off. So you've never seen the room different with different energy because
Right,
then you'll
right.
see a different me.
Of course.
It's like you absorb whatever you around, man.
Exactly.
And that's always been the kind of person I am, man. So
Yeah.
it's like I don't want none of that, man, because I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid of what it leads to, man.
Yeah. That's already done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
nah,
just-
but it's still real. It dwells.
It's real.
It
That's
dwells
why
in
you
a
gotta
motherfucker.
Try to be
Yeah.
away from it as much as possible and don't get yourself in it. You know?
Yeah.
That's
Nah.
it.
But he
It's
right
just
though.
hard. No, it
Sometimes
happens. It
motherfuckers
happens.
just bring it
Sometimes
to
it
you.
happens. Yeah, no.
And
Nah,
you're
it
like,
happens.
I ain't
Exactly.
coming for that. And then he got to show you the old Thirstin. You know what I mean?
Don't bring that out.
Just say.
Nah, I'm a positive man, so
I never
yo.
see you nothing but positive. I ain't gonna
yeah,
lie.
because that energy usually never circles back around to come talk to me about nothing because of how I maneuver through life, man.
Right.
And it's like most of the times I'm not putting it out, so I don't deserve it. Karma is real. So
Yep.
karma is when you applying it.
Karma is real.
So karma works in both ways. It works for the good and for the bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm constantly out there working for karma in a good way. So I'm expecting nothing but the good. But, in life you learn to stay prepared for the worst. So I've always done everything to be on point knowing that it's there, it's lurking. It could, you turn the corner, it's there.
Oh, it's there.
All of that exists, man. So, and that's just life, what life taught me growing up. And,
Right.
like I wasn't just able to be this humble and it was okay. Like niggas be like, oh, he's a humble guy, leave him alone.
Right.
Nigga, it was reasons
work
why
for
I
this
could be
respect.
humble.
Word up.
Yeah, so it's like I put in a lot of work to be able to walk this path, man.
Listen, besides that, another thing that I admire about you, that I really, really like, is you always stay independent. You dig? What was your biggest reason for that? Like, I can't believe that not a label has ever reached out to you throughout your whole, what you been around 30 years in the industry? You dig? To me, I would never believe that if someone told me, the label ain't never reached out to Thirstin, I wouldn't believe that bullshit. But is that because they didn't reach out? You just want to stay independent and do your thing?
I had no choice, man.
Yeah.
I had no choice. They reached out like crazy.
Right.
But I love hip hop.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to wait till somebody tell me that I was good enough to do this or that, to be included as an icon in hip hop or to be considered one of the greats without a deal. Majority of the people they're considered great because somebody put some money behind them and made them a household name.
That's it.
I could honestly sit back and say, I did this myself with the people I know that helped me and things like that. But
that's hard.
I got my first record deal from LL Cool J.
Ooh.
Wow.
Called me in 3 o'clock in the morning.
Speak that shit.
We on the phone rapping from like 3 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock the next day.
Damn.
And that same day, a messenger came to my house and delivered me a contract. You know what I mean? And I didn't even have a demo yet at that time.
And you turned that down?
I mean, I had Wendy.
LL, baby.
I had Wendy Day from the Rap Coalition. Yo, it fit perfect.
Yeah.
But
That's
I don't even think that LL knew what was in that contract because it wasn't a fair situation. And like I said,
if it ain't fair, who gives a fuck who it is?
I had Wendy Day from the Rap Coalition, man. I was her poster child at one point.
Gangster.
And she was educating me and she was handling my deals and stuff, making sure that I didn't take, no bullshit.
Cool.
I was even on the tables at Def Jam, like the next thing, me and Master Fool.
Dope.
And they passed on us. I got deals from the Beastie Boys when they made their Grand Royale record.
I can see you fucking with the Beastie Boys, man.
You know what I mean? I had a lot of people approach me.
Because your style's it's everywhere. Whenever you see, the thing is that you're never gonna give me the same two type of energies and flows on back-to-back songs. You gonna come? You got about 300 songs, 300 styles, 300.
It's unpredictable.
Oh, man.
Unpredictable. I believe in that.
Yeah,
that's very rare.
That's one of my favorite things.
Yeah. That's the dope shit about you.
Right, that makes you an artist.
Yeah.
You know, like I heard some shit the other day where like comedians, they're artists in their respect, right? So they do a stand-up. That's it, brother. Once that stand-up done, you got to come with some new jokes every time. You dig? Mm-hmm. But music, you can keep listening to it over and over. That's what he said. Comedians, it's harder to be a comedian and and he had to explain. I said, well, that motherfucker might be right about that. You just got to keep writing. But that's
you got to record it.
But you do it like that. Like this shit don't sound like no last song I've ever done. Yeah. This is my canvas. This is my artwork, this is what I'm presenting. That's
work
what I've
like
always
a comedian.
loved.
Yeah,
I love that.
This shit all the time.
Because
that's what I love.
Like I said, I came up, in hip hop when it was born.
When it's born.
So I got to see everything and everybody come through the gate, and I got to study everybody who was at the top. And the one thing I always respected and admired was originality. Matter of fact, that was one of the rules of hip hop. You had to be original, not biased.
Spoken by
I got another question since you said
well,
that.
let me finish.
Yeah,
so
no, when you're done, I gotta
that's
ask
why
you something
on
else.
all my own stuff, I have to be original, even from myself.
Facts.
From what I've done,
you
I have to break new ground to show that I'm a true artist. I really came here to do this shit.
I don't only paint in red.
I came to spit. I could do what you could do, what you could do, what
and
you
better.
And that's how I look at it, because it's an art. And I'm a competitive dude. I don't have to be disrespectful.
No, give me 5 dudes that are your friends, but I'm going at all y'all because I want to be the best.
And I always come in, and I learned that, to prove you're the best, you got to get around. That's why I used to come around y'all and say 5 songs. I'm not coming to y'all studio to do one song. You know why? Because these dudes were grinding. Their grind was so serious. I wanted to make sure that I was a part of their grind. Every time they put out their stuff, I'm on it. So when they're pushing their stuff hard, they're pushing me.
We love you.
I did the same thing with Soul Flop. 5 songs.
Yeah.
So that way, when you pushing your stuff, I know your grind is that serious that I'm not coming to do one song.
A song,
man.
That's 20 minutes.
But at the same
And
time,
that's
everybody's
unique, too.
style was different, and I absorbed.
He said
Nobody ever came in the studio and said anything like
what
that.
are we,
Let me do 5 songs.
what we doing? He go, what we doing? I go, I don't know. You tell me. We doing at least 5 songs. I said, yeah. I looked at G like, yeah, we good. Let me get my motherfucking.
Yeah, get your mind right.
I just worked 14 hours. I'm ready to
Nah,
ride.
I remember falling asleep in the chair and all that.
Yeah,
you
nah,
know,
but
because
hey,
we there for hours and
But mine
hours.
was
Yeah.
real though.
Yeah,
You know
nah,
what I
that
mean?
was real.
Those are little
And that's
power
hard.
naps.
That's what I've always admired about you. You've been consistent
Yeah,
and
right.
you work your ass off. And it's not that you're just putting out shit. You're saying something. You got projects. You got stuff to talk about.
This
You
is
know what I mean?
hip hop. This
No, that's
definition
what it
of
is.
hip hop, right?
It's
now,
what
at
it
the end
is.
of the day. Because you've seen it all.
See, my comment when you
break
said
into graffiti,
word.
to DJing,
No, we'll go right.
to
We gonna go.
MCing.
I was gonna go to
Like,
graffiti for 1 second. I just
yeah.
want to tell a comment since he said about everything, the diversity of it. Remember, when we grew up in the best era of hip hop. Don't be mad at us. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. So when I came up, there's more, but let's just say there was 40 rap groups. Let's just say soloists, two-man groups, or even a whole group like Public Enemy. Just to say there's 40. That was 40 different styles.
Yeah.
Imagine there was 40 Big Daddy Kanes. We would have been like, what the fuck is going on here? 40 Public Enemies, 40 Dots, 40
but
anything.
I would say
I say that because today, and I hate to
it's
make
50 today.
my G, they all sound the
Yeah.
same.
You have
same
to
flow,
sound the
same
same
beat,
now.
same flow, same beat.
But yo,
Listen,
even back then, they made the attempts. Like when Public
yeah.
Enemy came out, there was a group that tried to mimic Public Enemy.
but
There
see
were
how you
rappers
saying-
that
see
tried
how
to
you saying
mimic.
there was
That's
a
the
group?
word,
What's
tried.
their name?
They
What's their
tried.
name? Right? They didn't get.
Nah,
they,
some of
they
them-
couldn't
I-
coexist.
Some
You
of
can't
them
have two
did. Some of
Public
them
Enemies.
did. I don't want to say names, so I don't want to be
Yeah.
disrespectful to some people.
But
But
you
there was
smell me,
other
though.
people copying
Of course.
people's style to like
You know
try
how
to
I know
emulate
it was
them.
always biting.
You know how I
It was
know?
always biting.
Right. That's how the
It
word
was always
bite came
biting.
about.
Yeah,
So
it was
that's why I know
always-
the facts is right. I understand. There's always someone trying to duplicate because that's a lazy motherfucker. Oh, this motherfucker fresh. I'm gonna sound
Shortcut,
just like
yeah.
him.
Oh, he got the
Stop.
blueprint already. Let me follow
Word
that.
up. This is the blueprint.
Or sometimes it just be the heavy influence. People can't.
I understand
They
that.
can't even
Pun was
control
influenced-
themselves.
Pun was influenced by G-Rap.
G-Rap, 1000%.
But hold on. We can hear it in this cadence. We all know that we grew up with that.
Yep.
But tell me Pun didn't do his thing on his
Nah,
in his way.
Pun did the way you're
Come on,
supposed
man.
to do. You get influence
And
and,
then
you
build
take
your
it to another
Yes.
level. Like, yo, I could
That's
say
it.
my heaviest influence. Remember, I studied the entire game.
Facts.
But my heaviest influence had to be Wu-Tang. I'm a New York nigga.
Word.
Wu-Tang spoke our language of a street, New York nigga lingo style, everything. So
I don't
maybe
disagree.
when I first started, I had heavy influence in sounding like Wu until I developed my own style and became Thirstin. You know what I mean? So sometimes you gotta give credit, but it's not like I stuck to it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I
You
created my
evolve.
shit.
You
Yep.
evolve.
You're supposed to.
You're supposed to.
Listen,
Exactly.
my favorite was and favorites and influencers. Big Daddy Kane, Public Enemy, and after that, Prodigy was my favorite rapper.
Wow.
I could take a mix of all them, and
yeah.
and no one in this room can deny any of them three motherfuckers. What I'm saying is, I just took a mix of all those, put them into my fucking memory bank, and then I spit the way I spit. But I love with the intent of trying to murder it like they murdered it, just not the same way. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you gonna be murdered, but just in my way. You know what I'm saying? But that's my influences. You know what I'm saying? Always. But I don't have to rap like Kane. No one can rap like Kane. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Kane, man.
Come
That's
on,
my
man.
dude. That's my dude.
Oh
Big
my
Daddy
God.
Kane.
My favorite,
You know
man.
what I mean? Yeah, so
Nobody
and
murdered-
you know,
he murdered
I call Kane the blueprint of Brooklyn because
That
he
is
was
true.
the
That is
blueprint where everybody had to follow. I remember going to Kane shows where he used to let Jay-Z come out and close for him.
Stop it. That's hard. Stop it. Was he spitting? Jay-Z was spitting that fast.
Yeah, but he
Or-
was murdering it. When Jay would come out, like I said, Kane would let Jay close his show.
After his show, let him
But like not even a
nasty.
full performance because Jay didn't even have songs out yet.
Right.
So Jay is just coming out
verses.
freestyling, spitting verses,
Right.
but shutting it down. Shutting it down. I went to the Apollo for New Year's Eve in 1990. And I remember that was the first time I ever seen, because you know I knew about Jay the whole time doing the other songs with Jazz and stuff, but that's when I seen Jay actually moving on his own, rolling with Kane. You know what I mean? And it's tremendous, man.
That's a
It was
good
tremendous.
look, rolling with Kane. You did?
Yeah. That was like, come on, that was the Brooklyn blueprint for rappers is Big Daddy Kane.
I fucking love Big Daddy Kane, man.
Nah, hey, let me tell you. Brooklyn got it too, man.
So real
I
quick,
got some
I know you
more.
did, and I know you did shit with numerous motherfuckers. How'd you get to the Shady? How you met Shady? Like, was it like strictly on some music shit, or you already knew him? Like,
Nah, it was through music. Once again, it was through Wendy
your
Day.
style. I don't want to cut you off, but because your style and his style, they can coincide on a track like so dirty, like. It's just because the way you spit metaphors, where he spit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you don't spit the same. Obviously, he has his style, but it's just together, like two murderers on one joint. You know what I mean?
Like I said,
So crazy.
we were put together by Wendy Day once again from the Rap Coalition. She put us together to be like a battle team to represent the Rap Coalition for the Rap Olympics and things. When Eminem got picked up and signed and all that,
right.
I was there for all of that. You know what I mean? We was in LA, we was on the Wake Up Show. So now I say, as far as the coincidence of us sounding alike or having the same kind of
Right.
we were all influenced by the same dudes. You know what I mean? That we developed our style. I say by the end of the 90s, 97, 98 and all that, to me was the breeding of the super MCs. Like that's
facts,
when, because of the influence we had
of course.
previous from everyone else. So that's when Cannabis came,
Yeah.
I came, Eminem came, Papoose came. You seen this whole new
All
level
spitters, right.
of but extreme exaggerated motherfucking MCs where every line is a punchline, metaphor, bars. So that's
Like,
that's the
well thought
most,
out
cause
shit, man.
you know, cause M used to come to my crib and all that, and we'll rhyme back to back for hours.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Hours and hours. He come to Brownsville, come to the projects, and all that. Paul Rosenberg too. Paul Rosenberg come, and we talking about 1 o'clock in the morning type shit and all that. So they hanging out and we rapping. But it was because, you know, the love of it and the people that influenced us all. So we was all on the same. Because, you know, I remember sitting with Em and I never heard nobody like him.
Yeah.
And he felt the same way. Like, wow, I ain't never heard nobody like
That's
you.
what I said when I heard
Like,
you.
our styles was like, you know, we just complimented each other. And I believe, like, you know, we both inspired each other, man. It was evident, man.
It's hard as
And was
fuck.
y'all doing? It wasn't because I heard you a lot on the Echo Clothing, the mixtapes, the mixtapes they gave out when you order clothes and shit like that.
Right.
Wasn't me, man. Wasn't me. Nah, I don't think I was on
Echo,
the
Echo,
Echo.
the clothing line.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
then. Yeah. You. I can't
No,
remember.
I
think
believe
it
you was
called-
on it.
It was called. Damn, man, I can't remember the name.
I
but
believe you was on
they
that.
Had them. When you bought clothes.
clothing.
They gave you the tape, and you was on. M was on there. Like a lot of y'all motherfuckers was on there, and that's where it was like, yo.
Well, in case you don't know, they stole your shit. It was on there.
Oh man, that's a check, man. That's a
Word
check.
on you. That check
Echo,
the
Mark
kid.
Echo,
That's a check.
you owe him some money.
In case y'all don't know, my boy be snitching all the time on this motherfucker.
That's a
listen.
check, man.
That shit helped us out to get that music.
That's
You
what's
know
up.
what I'm saying? Like we got to listen to you get like hear different
You
joints.
might have to
that
check
you
the
did.
statute of limitations on that thing.
And you know what I'm saying? That's why we was like, damn.
Nah, but it served the purpose, man. You know,
Word
so
up.
I'm happy for that. That's why I'm sitting with y'all right now, man.
Yeah, it's love.
When
man.
I
You
get
already
the
know.
name, I'm gonna tell you so you can let them know. Because I
Guaranteed.
can't remember the fucking name. I'm gonna ask E because E knows all that shit.
Well, let me
He knows
know.
all that shit.
He is
His
sharp
lawyer
with it,
needs
yo.
to know.
That
You heard?
shit-
His lawyer needs to know the name.
Real.
We'll get back to that in a minute. We'll get back to that. My bad. So I just want to know, like, when you started rapping, who was your first like big time motherfucker that, like, I don't want to say that put you in the game, but like kind of like, you know, threw you in the studio? Like, who was the biggest motherfucker the first motherfucker that you ever fucked with? You know, not the biggest motherfucker you ever fucked with. What name did you say, yo, Thirst, I'm gonna take you to the studio, you gonna lay this shit down? Someone had to have seen you, because you didn't just wake up and, you know what I mean, and
Me.
just jump up in. Yeah,
Me. Me.
That's real.
Remember, I was when I started rapping, nobody believed me because I was on the street doing the dumb shit.
Facts.
So when I was saying I was a rapper, niggas thought I was up to something.
Right.
So nobody let me come to their studio.
Oh,
Nobody
shit.
gave me no.
You
I'm
gonna
being
set us
real.
up and shit. Word.
So it's like a lot of people like.
Oh shit.
But the first one who used
That's
to like,
crazy.
I went to the studio on my own for the first time with my first song. I went to record at Make It or Break It Studios in Harlem, right? And I remember my first time ever in the studio. I paid for studio time. As soon as I finished my session, the engineer paid me to get on one of his songs with his artist.
Oh shit.
Real shit.
That's good.
So and then after that, I probably went to the studio twice, and I realized that I need my own shit. I can't be going back and forth because every time I listen to it, I want to change something or fix something.
Right.
So after that, I bought a 4-track, and I started working out on a 4-track with a turntable in my bedroom. I even painted my whole bedroom black just because I bought a 4-track, just to get the vibe. Yo, it used to be crazy because
I'm gonna get dark on these motherfuckers.
Yo, I used to have mad dudes in the room come to record, and it'd be girls sleeping in the bed and all that. In the bedroom. You know what I mean? But
real shit.
But the one dude who would always come and rock with me at the time and come record on the 4-track and all that was Sean Price. My dude. You know, I be going to the store to get me a 40. And, you know, I run into Sean P. He already got songs on the radio. He already got videos out. And I'll be like, yo, son, I'm upstairs recording, man. Come fuck with me. I'd be like, all right, I'm coming right now, son. I'll be up there. And he would come rock with me on the 4-track. But honestly, I was saying this recently that no rappers in the game really helped or co-signed me or ever gave me a push or you know, the feature help I needed. And
does that put more of
of course,
a grudge on the thing?
Not a grudge, but it put more of a battery. Not even a chip, because I'm like, no matter
Just
what,
more,
I'm gonna be standing right here. I'm gonna be standing right here, right next to you,
Facts.
doing the same thing, same acknowledgements and all that without somebody putting me on, signing me, or you know, I mean, I feel a pride because of that, because I'm one of the few self-made dudes in the game.
Word up.
Who I never had a record deal to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had all kind of single deals, one-offs, but most of this is my grind, man.
Word
me
up.
just grinding, me loving the culture that much to where I never took no for an answer. And that was the final thing. Ain't nobody gonna tell me no. I can't do, man, I'm gonna do this shit. Even when people didn't understand my music in the beginning, because, you know, I'm this serious dude, but I was making all these comedy raps. And even niggas in my own hood looking at me like, yo, who this nigga on the song, man? Rapping like the rapping Duke. You know, I was turning into a character, but this is what came out of me naturally.
Yo, but
nobody got it in the beginning.
Yeah,
nobody.
I got it. And I said, I remember
that's because you ain't know me.
Word.
People who knew me, they couldn't see it.
Exactly.
We in the studio, I think we had to be from the first song. You spit that verse, and I said, I'll be right back. I had to go rewrite some shit. You did?
Shit, I got it.
You know when you gotta rewrite some shit. I said, this motherfucker got me rewriting shit. That shit was hard, though. And I said, he's different. He's different. Because I go into the mentality like you. I hope there's 10 motherfuckers out there because I want to beast them all. I want to go up in there and roar, you dig?
Yeah.
And I said, this motherfucker went first. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
I always go first, too. No problem.
Shit. I need some time. I'll be right back. I'm going to change some shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Give me one of them things, Eddie. That's gangster, man. I respect that about y'all. I've always loved that. And the independence, I've always loved that about you.
I had no choice, man. I didn't want to be independent. I sit here and tell.
I don't think you wanted to,
everybody,
but if the deal ain't right, you just gonna take it for the sake of being signed, right?
Nah, you know what, man? I think if I would have ever took that first deal, I would have probably quit already from being bitter of all the things that didn't happen or what didn't work out. Because I've seen a lot of artists go through that where it kills their soul and it kills their momentum. And the fact that, you know, I never had a situation, it just made me hungrier as I kept going. And I put out music whenever the fuck I felt like it.
Exactly.
Real.
Anytime, like
when to put out music.
or how to do it.
How to do it.
Yo, it should be like I remember getting offered deals and a motherfucker say, all right, we're gonna sit you with the A&R. As soon as I used to get in the room, I let a nigga know, yo, don't ever tell me how to make my music. And I look at a nigga dead serious, like,
for real.
Yo, don't never do that. Don't never come in here and tell me how to do my shit.
Real. You just push the fucking buttons. Shut the fuck
and
up.
I was really that's it. But that was me young and ignorant, because now I'll do whatever the fuck you say and still do what the fuck I want to do.
Right.
And I know about that balance. I could cater to both.
Facts.
I could still, you know, like I said, once I develop all these different styles and versatility and all that. Yeah, it's nothing to accommodate what the company needs and accommodate.
And get your shit at the same time.
At the same time,
I didn't say I wasn't gonna do me.
Yep. But before, I wasn't trying to hear that shit at all. I wasn't trying to hear nothing. Like, I felt it was a disrespect just to even voice it.
Speaking of disrespect, and I'm not gonna say no names because I don't want to say a name, but I don't like giving the energy to anybody's name that I don't give a fuck about. But you got this, like these younger motherfuckers in this generation, and it ain't all of them because I like a lot of young motherfuckers. I respect hip hop. Period. I don't care that you're young.
Most of them ain't really hip hop.
I don't care that you. Hold on, I'm talking about the ones that do the due diligence. What I'm saying is there's still young motherfuckers out there with the disrespect talking about older MCs, older producers, but that they looking dusty and not, looking like ain't shit. Better you're a young nigga. Don't let me get at you. So
I don't know who you're talking about.
yeah, I don't want to give his name that power, and it doesn't really matter. What do you feel about this? Anybody in this culture, which none of them do their homework, none of them know shit from shit. Dude, how many questions we ask these young bugs?
I always ask
stupid
them,
shit like Slick Rick, anything. 5 elements.
Just
I give
you-
5
give me
elements
5
on the slide.
elements. Give me
5
2.
elements. They can't.
You can't give me
the
one.
dude a rapper. He can't even say MCing. That's horrible. But anything. Slick Rick. Who that? No, they don't know nothing. What I'm trying to say is, how you feel about that disrespect? Because the thing is, like, I don't even want to say anything stupid against these little kids. They're ignorant. I understand.
I mean, they're gonna receive the same disrespect when they
get to the age, right?
Because they're not establishing themselves. Karma, once again, is gonna come
gonna
play them a
come
visit.
I like that
if they're lucky enough to have a long enough,
to flourish,
you can never disrespect the pioneers and the founders that made way, even if some of them didn't, monetize off of it the way others did. They still laid the platform to be a springboard to others. They gave you their styles, their techniques, their image, their blood, their blood, sweat, and tears. They gave that to you for you to benefit. You can't look that in the face like that and disrespect it, because karma will knock at your door and be like, oh, remember when you shitted on it? So now when you take that fall, it's going to be even harder because you said some dumb shit like that.
I fucking
I mean?
I think it's real stupid.
It's just disrespectful. If you call yourself,
what's crazy,
or put yourself in the hip hop.
You know what's crazy? It's like hip hop only gets that fucking heel. I'm gonna tell you why I feel like that. They don't make fun of they fucking heavy metal artists and none of that bullshit from the 80s. Them motherfuckers is praised still like a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Sports motherfuckers get praised. Hip hop gets the bad rap. Look,
but it's for the reason culture, why I say that, though.
Jordan's still the best, right? In everyone's fucking eyes. Majority, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude was making $3 million in his fucking peak a year. $3 million. He paved the way for y'all motherfuckers to get $50 million. For LeBron to get that 50. You smell me?
Yeah.
You gotta pay that respect.
But like you were saying,
like hip hop though.
But it's only people who you're only talking about the rappers, not the people in the hip hop culture.
Right.
The ones who live the culture and follow the culture.
Correct.
They know all the shit that they supposed to know.
Exactly.
Oh, no,
they live it accordingly like a religion.
None of those
but that's what I'm saying.
No,
those are the rappers, man. Those are the ignorant rappers. Those are the fly-by-night dudes.
Right.
Them dudes just looking for a quick buck to make it happen. But they don't live the culture. So a lot of times, to me, they don't count. I count this like a religion. This is like church.
Yeah.
So the congregation, you got the choir, you got the pastor, you got the altar boys, the dude who get the ofrendas, and you know what I mean?
The abuelita who has the basket.
Yeah, so it's like I look at hip hop from that perspective. So some of these dudes, like, hip hop has a lot of components as far as the evolution is concerned.
Yes.
You can't even take away saying that it's not hip hop at this point. It's not.
Hip-hop.
Yep, it's just not our way of understanding it or living it. This generation has their own translation of a lot of things, even fashion, style, language.
I'm not saying
everything.
It's not hip hop.
But all I'm saying is that, see, I got kids that age, so I get to see it through their eyes.
I do too.
I get to understand. I get to understand it to a sense of. I remember one day my son told me, there's levels to this mumble rap shit.
He told you there's levels to
He told me there's levels to it. I said, there was garbage, trash, and sewage.
And sewage.
But I got to see it through his eyes. I got to understand it because I heard him out. I listened to what he was saying.
Okay.
And I listened from his mentality, from his generation of coming in
Okay.
and things like
See
that.
what it
You know
is.
what I mean? What's the deal, baby? All right, like seeing you, man. But that's where I learned to understand and and not be so, not critique it so much because it's their time.
No facts.
When it's their time,
Correct.
They have the right to do it in their way. Just think
100.
about
You 100.
when
When we were
hip hop.
kids.
Yep.
Our
No,
parents-
and how?
All
Right.
there you go.
I was just about to say this.
know.
I was just
That's
about
all
to
you
say,
gotta remember.
Now without.
Our parents could say that because hip hop wasn't invented then. We grew up in hip hop.
And then
We know hip hop.
we are not the
So
40s
we
that
not-
our parents
we
were
not
40.
our
You
parents
understand what I'm
that
talking
didn't-
about?
we,
We are not that.
We know our
Hip hop
music.
But
keeps
we
us
was
young like
sampling
that.
their music
That's
and
fine.
they was
But
upset
that
about
was-
it.
This is
no,
true.
they just said it was trash what we was
They
doing.
just didn't like
It's
rapping,
not gonna
period.
live,
My
it's not
mom
gonna
was that's
live,
never gonna
and
work.
this
It's
and
never
that.
gonna work. Right.
Come on.
But hold on. When our parents were 40, looking frail and shit,
But they
were
wasn't listening to
our-
what we listened to
When they were
growing up.
30.
Exactly what I'm saying. Even the culture, everything that they lived back in those days, we are we grew up in a different time. Our hip hop keeps us young. As long as we stay in tune with it,
But
right?
what I'm saying is kids can't say, you don't know about this shit. Motherfucker,
No.
you.
They
know about this shit.
That's
Your
dumb for them to
shit's
say that.
garbage.
But
And that's
see,
it.
That's what he's
you
saying.
can't
though.
tell us that.
No,
You
but that's
can't
what
say
he's
nothing.
saying. You can't really critique it like that because, like, he's so right. It's it's their translation.
I
of
get
it.
they morphed it into whatever they did.
Yeah,
But at
you
the
know-
end of the day, if
you
you
know
gonna
why he
say
mad?
you hip hop,
You wanna know why he
that's
grumpy?
not hip hop.
You wanna
'cause
know why
ain't.
he grumpy? Because we done asked all these I lot of young little rappers. You wanna know what they told? I hate to say rappers because we said young
Well,
little
they-
rappers,
but
and what
I
they say
say-
to us?
I
No, what
say
they say
you're
to us?
entertainers.
They said I'm not a rapper. I'm an
Oh, yeah.
entertainer. Well, then get the fuck up out of here. Don't call it hip hop, then, motherfucker. Because rapping is the
yeah.
element of hip hop, and if you ain't even a rapper, don't call it hip hop. Call it whatever you want. Just don't call it hip hop. If you say you're not a rapper, motherfucker, you an
Yeah,
entertainer,
'cause
go
rapping
entertain.
is a part of hip hop. So
Word
if you call
up.
yourself a rapper,
Stop it.
then
Come on, man.
You know hip hop.
Yeah.
And if you're not a rapper, then that's not hip hop. Call it flip flop. Call it hippity. Don't call it hip hop.
Yeah, don't-
Because y'all
Yeah.
disrespecting us with that bullshit.
Come on,
That's
man.
how I look at it.
Just the build up of what it is, like
Right.
and then you seen it from like bringing the big ass speakers to the parks and plugging into the street light and doing all that, like
Right.
the birth of it.
Right.
To have these,
You lived it
just
before it was
shit
even
on
called
us?
hip hop, Ali.
Like,
You was
man.
just doing your everyday
But
thing.
let me tell
and it
you
was
another
hip
thing,
hop.
right? The fact that that's happening, and with the younger kids and the younger entertainers or
Whatever
that
you want.
that has created a greater demand for the artists of our generation.
Correct.
Because of that.
Yes.
So it's a gift and a curse.
All right.
So
I'm gonna take
a
that.
lot
I'm
of
gonna take
people
that.
benefit.
Yeah, that's right.
Or look how many old school tours are happening right now. You see all the special ed, Dana Dane, Big
Yeah.
Daddy.
I love it.
They're prospering because of this, because of the need for it, and
Right,
the
yeah.
fact that is almost non-existing, that style of it. Like, it's not old school, it's considered classic hip hop at this point. You know what I mean? Because it's going to continue to evolve.
Right.
I'm really gonna hate to see what it evolves into after this.
What? The
But
fuck?
but I can't sit here and mock it either.
But
It's
what
not,
if
it's
but
not
you know
my
how shit,
choice.
everything comes
That's
around
what I'm about to say.
360? What if lyrics comes back?
Comes around.
What if it
So-
comes back to lyrics?
Can we
Yo,
get
if you
back
look
to
at the
lyrics?
history of music,
Oh,
no genre of music ever
Repeated?
returned to its original
I believe that.
sound.
You're right.
Never happened.
And some died out.
It never happened.
And some died out.
But
Some died
there's
out.
always
Some
a
of them
first time
disappeared.
for everything. Hip hop can come back to lyrics and it'd be
Evolution, man. It's gonna
I know.
continue to
No, it's gonna-
evolove.
it's always
So,
gonna
be
evolve.
whack as
like
fuck.
when the dinosaurs might come back
That's what he's
before that
saying.
happens.
He's scared to see what
But-
the fuck it evolves to.
Like,
My
but,
internet.
but like with the
Look where we're
Griselda
at.
crew and all of them, and
Because that's a hint. That's a hint of.
But not only that,
you
you
like
know
the
J. Cole,
You like the nostalgia. You want the
Tamina,
lyrics back.
Kendrick.
It's not-
They have that.
That's three,
What-
fucking 4, 5, 6 people.
Listen, even if it's 6 people,
Yeah.
but at least if
they
they
have
keep
the
doing it-
classic formula,
correct.
but there has been no evolution through it. It didn't turn into nothing different from what they did. They have the classic formula. They killing it. They on top.
Right.
But what do you see evolving from that? That you can't bring the classic back again. It's there. Some people are gonna stick to doing classic hip hop styles.
All right.
But do
I
you
get
see it
right.
evolving into something else? Is the question. No, everything you see now is the evolution.
Right.
It's like, all right,
Right.
two people have a baby. somebody sniffing coke, somebody drinking Henny, somebody smoking weed, and that goes into the baby, and the baby is born with an extra finger. One eye is missing. That's evolution. So the different formulas and different DNAs that are inserted into all that is gonna change things. Now, I love what all the classic dudes is doing. That's keeping it alive to what we like.
Yeah, I like it.
But up to LL bringing Rock the Bells station to XM. That's super hard. That's a
and
lot.
Bringing the Rock the Bells concert back for the classical artists.
Also, but big up all the night. A lot of the night rappers are still relevant today. Like Fat Joe's still relevant. Redman, like these dudes, he dropped another rap. These dudes are relevant.
Look, you know who's the biggest cat who benefited in the new millennium? The father of almost everybody's style, Grandmaster Caz. Because throughout the 90s and things like that, he didn't get the recognition that he finally gets now. You know what I mean? He sees so much more now and is acknowledged work-wise and everything. You know what I mean? And for so long, he was almost like never mentioned. And everybody got it from him.
Right.
A lot of people got their style. Man, I don't even want to say how much or who. Because Caz is like the blueprint of the majority of this. You know what I mean?
Of what MCing.
Well, at least of the basis, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because now it's actually evolved into some other shit.
But Caz really laid a lot down, man, for people to follow, man. He gave birth to the LLs, just like Tila Rock did. And, if you listen to a lot of these dudes' songs back then, sometimes you can't tell them apart. Listen to LL songs and Kumo D songs and Tila Rock songs. Sometimes you don't know whose song it is. If you don't know that's their song, you can't tell the difference in the voice, the cadence, the lingo, the style, the approach.
That was like
it's crazy.
King T.
Sound like Biggie. Did you know that?
Biggie took.
You ever heard of that?
Like Biggie was a big fan of King T, and when you listen to if you listen to a King T joint.
Yeah,
you think it's
I heard King T first.
You think
and
it's
then
Biggie.
Biggie came out.
Yeah, King T was out first.
Yeah.
Shit.
You listen to a King T.
It's at your own risk. This at your own risk.
But you know how you know we're right though. The only reason why we know this is a fact is because we interviewed Taj from the Alcoholics, and I asked him that question. I said, "Yo, I feel like Biggie had the same sound as King T." He was like, he said King T was Biggie's favorite fucking artist. Wow. Every time he saw it, he's like, "Yo, you brought King T?" He was like, "Nah, he couldn't say that." Fuck, he loved King T.
When you had crazy ass Tash over here,
that was a couple months ago.
When they was on Drink Champs,
when they was on Drink Champs, they came over here and showed us some love.
Yeah,
Tash crazy, man. Yo, Tash, stay on the West Coast. Don't come over here no more. Nah, that's my dude. I got mad love for Tash.
Tash, the illest.
Yo, mad love. He came through and blessed us.
Yeah. Oh, he was super hot. He was super hot.
Well, because shit, they pretty much started loud. Let's be real.
They said he was the first artist to sign loud.
Exhibit.
Yes.
And they were both missing.
Exhibit was this too? I didn't even see that.
Yeah. But Exhibit was later. Exhibit was later on.
But I'm just saying.
Still, no, it's still loud. They didn't, they didn't write them on, but whatever.
You was on Unsigned Hype.
Of course, yeah.
So was we.
You got Unsigned Hype?
So
wow,
come on,
that's
man.
what's up, man.
But let me ask you a question. Who put you on that?
Tell you a
Was
story.
Homeboy? I just wondered if it was the home. Who was with us? Morales?
Yeah, it was Rick Morales.
Come on, baby. What's up?
But, yo, check out how I got it though, right? I was demo shopping that day, right? I had made my first demo. I had like 5 songs on a tape. I had a whole package, bio,
at least 5 songs.
pictures,
You don't fuck around,
right? Yeah, but check it out, right?
You don't
So
fuck
now,
around with that.
Yo, there's no bullshit. Me and my dude, Knowledge Be Born, right? He went around with me, and we went to every label in New York City. And that back then, you could go in, get up in the office.
We had to drive up there and do it.
It wasn't super security or nothing like that.
It cost you $500 in
you
parking
get up
and all
in
that
there.
shit. Yeah, we understand.
So yo, I went to Def Jam. I knew somebody in there. They got me in the office. I went and put a package on everybody's desk.
Gangsta.
Nobody was there.
Better.
I just left a package on everybody's desk. I went to Rockefeller that day. I got Jay to come out, go back to back with me, spit some bars and all that. Ooh. Gave him a package.
Gangsta.
And then, because I had a whole list. I had a target list. Like,
right. You already knew you was
So I went to the source. So I remember going up. I went to the receptionist. I forgot what floor it was on. And I asked her, who does the unsigned hype column?
Word.
She said, oh, so-and-so. Do you want me to call him? Yeah, call him. So she called the nigga, right? He opened the
Riggs.
door and he came out the back. Soon as he came out, I started spitting. Then he said, "You got it. You got it. Don't even worry about it. You got it. You got
Oh,
it."
that's hard.
Straight right there. And then I gave him my
That's hard.
package.
That's hard.
And then
Like
I got
that.
the unsigned hype. But
hard.
I spit straight bars. I didn't even introduce myself. I just let him have it as soon as he came out the door, man.
Nobody would do that today. They in the crib uploading fucking shit and sending it off from the house.
Yeah, nah.
No
They don't know-
footwork.
They don't know that
You
grind.
dig?
They don't
That
know
hunger,
footwork.
the hunger was for real,
That's
man.
for real.
Because
We did
I was
we
out
did
to
that
prove a
grind. We
point.
went to
Drove to
labels
New
and
York.
labels.
You got it as the group or solo?
The group, it was the group at that time.
That's
we
hard.
went to the shady
What
office.
year? What year?
Damn, I don't know.
Like
99,
It was-
2000? No,
it was
because the album
like
came out.
it was the 50 Cent
Right.
cover, but
Wow.
it wasn't
50 Cent.
it was the 50 Cent cover when he had the bulletproof on.
That's when we went.
Yeah, but
Don't you remember going to Shady Records?
Of course, we saw Riggs there, but it wasn't
No.
Unsigned Hype. It was something else. But it wasn't.
No, I'm not talking about Ray. I'm talking about when we went to the Shady office. Remember he had that fucking picture with the whole it was every country in the world and all and how much he sold in every country.
Wow.
Eminem, fucking diamond in fucking in Iceland or some shit like that. 13 million in fucking Greenland. Yo, it was
He had like 4 diamonds and 4
That's
different.
crazy.
no one's fucking with that list.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ain't nobody. I don't give. You can say it because he's white. I don't give a fuck.
Nah,
I love
Em is the
Shady.
truth. Em is the truth.
Stop!
Yeah.
I say it all the time. People
Yeah,
argue
he
with
the
me like,
truth.
what the
Nah.
fuck else he got to do?
I think
Like I
the
said,
fuck?
I done shared hotel rooms with
He the
him. I done
truth,
hung
man.
with him. I done walked around Brooklyn flat broke, me and M scraping up money to get a bottle to go in the studio. And his hunger and his talent, I always said the truth.
The truth,
There's
man.
no, and he's somebody who loves, like, you know, a dude's skill level is based on his love for the motherfucking craft.
Facts.
And that's how you know he's the truth. You gotta love it more than the next motherfucker to be better than him.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
So even when you first met, he was always like that.
He was always the truth, man.
That's love.
He was always the truth, man.
I've always loved him. I had to argue with me all the time,
he
like,
stood, like-
what the fuck else he got to do to prove this shit?
Yeah, he was always the truth, man.
You know what I mean?
With the when the first
Come on, man.
tapes came out when like
His first snippet tape
it
was the
like,
best.
Yo,
His
who
snippet
the
tape
fuck
for
is
his
this?
album was the funniest shit I ever heard in my
Who is
motherfucking life.
Eminem?
We
And he
had
was
we
killing
had
them
the
shits.
tape at least 2 years before the first album ever came out.
Ah, yeah.
Cause that's the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
tape
No,
he
but-
was shopping, and then when he got with Dre,
Hard.
they did about 4 new songs and left all the songs
They ain't even
from
fuck
his
with it,
demo tape on the album.
What? Stop
I mean?
it. That's your
Yeah.
demo. Dog. Come
I
on,
still
man.
got that tape too, man.
Damn, I fucking lost it,
You
man.
still got it too?
I got it.
Damn,
Who the
I'm
fuck
I
does
don't-
snippet tapes now? No one does. That's a great idea. To even bring that back is a good idea. I love
Well,
the snippet tapes,
a lot of
man.
dudes be bringing back tapes, but nobody got tape players, dude.
No. Make it
Like they be
digital.
like, yo, this
Make it
is making
digital
a comeback.
snippet
I'm
tape.
like,
It's
yo,
a nice-
dude.
Make it digital.
Nobody got
snippet
tape. I got
yeah?
tape decks in the crib. I got VCRs still. I got DAT machines.
have a
I
tape
got
deck.
all
I have all
that.
that. I don't have a DAT machine.
I got all because I still got material
Still got-
from.
yeah.
Because at some point I'm gonna
play
have to
it.
pull everything
Yeah.
out for whatever's
And
going to be
digitize
happening
that shit.
next. Yeah.
Word up.
Word
So
up.
I'm holding, man. You know?
Gangsta as fuck. We proud of you. We super proud of you.
Nah, thank you.
You know
Likewise,
what I mean? Your
man.
book.
Not super proud. Super.
You
Thank
got
you,
more than
man.
one book.
Yeah, I got the Bury Me with the Low on. There's 2 editions, and then the other book is Low Life American Classic. That was a book authored by Racklow. You know, I'm a contributor to that book as well.
Facts.
I consider that my book as well because we all the same family.
That's big
and it's-
time.
And the book is basically about our lives. My story is involved all in that book as well. And there's more books coming,
It's
yo.
like hard to
That's what a
find.
billboard. That's what a billboard.
Hold on. We gonna get to that. I'm trying to baby step it.
Yo, when he said Thursday's
His history too long. I can't jump into the billboard.
He said Thursday's coming tonight. I said, oh fuck.
He did. He said, I had to come on.
That's what's up.
He
man.
told me that. I said, yo, you better. I ain't gonna wait for you all night,
He texted me,
motherfucker.
he was like, Thursday coming in tonight. You know
Don't
what-
start.
You know what I replied him back on the text? The warden can't count my bars. My
Oh,
mom
wow.
was there, so I'm.
No, and then you said,
can
don't call me
screenshot.
done. Don't call me done until I'm finished.
He said even the warden can't count these bucks. That's
You
hard.
dig?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
about
tell
the
you, we
dead
fans.
sign,
We
my
fans.
aunt.
Like,
Stop
that's what I'm
it,
saying. It was
Oh, man.
dope when you
Stop,
came by and
stop.
you showed us love too. It was like, wow.
I was waiting for this phone call.
Yeah.
I told you.
No, I know.
I told you
and
my
I'll
man
be
gonna
honest,
call.
I haven't been here since then.
Yo, he didn't text me. He didn't email me. He didn't beat me. He didn't call me. I said, this is real.
You ain't even got a beeper.
You know what I mean? I said, this is a real motherfucker right here. I'm in the middle of shopping in Publix, and my wife was talking to me about something super. It was kind of important.
Right.
And I said, yeah.
saying
Well,
it
hold on. This just said
He's saying
Thursday.
it
Hold
all
on. I swear to God. I said,
nah,
one second.
nah.
Thurs, what up?
We got to shoot. We shooting
Word up.
this Sunday for D-Soul and Bogey. We doing that video, me and Box Low. So, I came down to work that. Plus, go to the beach with my girl on Saturday.
You got to enjoy something.
Sunbathe and all that. And, come see my family. All my family's still out here.
Yeah,
I ain't far, but I'm still back and forth. I still consider Miami my home here.
This
So
is home. Especially Kendall, you more home right here.
I'm here, man.
good.
I'm always coming back and
That's
forth.
love. Now
man.
I'm glad you came through. You know what I'm saying? We always say, man, I can't wait to get thirsty.
And you came with the Miami chapter with you over here.
Nah, you already know Bronx over there, the plug.
That's my dog.
James,
We was 15.
DJ
That's my dog.
DJ Excel over here.
DJ Excess in the building.
Excess, my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Excess is the
I'm
vice
drunk.
president.
I'm drunk.
He's the vice president.
I had three beers and I'm fucked up already.
What happened?
Shit.
These are brothers here I'm working with too. As far as the
You only roll with Puerto Ricans, huh?
Nah,
I like
man,
that.
I roll with everybody.
Oh,
man.
my bad.
Yeah, I
I'll
don't
take
do
that
that.
back.
It just happened to be Puerto Rican.
Nah, man. Like in New York, I didn't have no Puerto Ricans to roll with.
Word up.
It was different, so it's like
We got one.
Yeah.
We got
You know what I mean? So it depends on where I go. I roll with A-likes, people
Word
who are
up.
like-minded,
Word
man,
up.
and it don't matter what color you are to me.
No,
man.
never.
I'm
For what?
never with that bullshit, So
Word.
if it's Puerto Rican, cool. When I first started being in Miami a lot, I was rolling with all the Cubans. I was rolling with Don Dinero and working on their projects. So I was surrounded by Cubans and Santeros, yo. I ain't gonna lie, that was brand new to me. I didn't know nothing about the Santeria culture.
How you felt about that?
I felt like I was growing and learning.
Word.
It was for me to absorb. It was another.
You don't have to be a Santero. Just
I respected what they do.
Yeah.
Yo, the
I respect
Santeros remind me they were no different than the guard bodies of New York. To me,
Word.
they dealt with rank. They dealt with saluting each other.
Yeah. It's a
and
different
they
thing.
all believed they God. You know what I mean? And like I said, if you respect, if you are 1,000% about what you believe and your
Right.
belief, then
If you're real
I
about
believe
it.
I believe you.
Yeah, I don't shit on no one
Especially
religion.
when you my man, I believe you. I don't
Facts.
gotta follow what you're doing or be a part of that. But if I believe in you, I believe everything you say about your religion.
All right. I don't shit on no one's
I
religion.
respect
You
it.
understand? At
That's
the end
And
of
I'm
the
not a
day-
religious dude, man. I just have
neither.
faith. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
That's it.
facts.
And I don't
I'm
mock
the same
nobody
way.
religion, and I
the
don't
same way.
respect religion that mocks another religion. Like your religion is the right way to.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that, man. Because at
That's
the end
them
of the day,
crazy
y'all
ass
say it's only
Christians,
one
so,
God, right? Why do you care about what somebody else calls them or how they worshiping? It's all going to the same place. If that's the case, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Exactly. No, that makes
That's
perfect
one-
sense with that shit.
Of course.
Shut everybody up about religion on that one.
Yeah, but you can't have that. You can't have that discussion in no religious house, cause you be
Well,
there.
no, when they're overly
you
religious.
You already know the backlash. I don't even speak with
know.
Nah,
it's
I
like
don't-
in my businsiness. I don't talk politics nor religion. I'm losing customers real
No,
fast.
you can't.
smell me?
You can't
Or
do that.
sports, nigga. You gotta add
sports.
sports to
Yeah,
that.
sports now is crazy.
Motherfuckers
It's
real
starting
gentle
with
on
the
sport. They're real
sports, yeah.
sensitive on
Yeah.
sports.
And I'm another dude. I don't fuck with sports, so
Uh.
you can't come to my crib and say let's turn on the game. I'll be like, nigga, you got to get out.
So you exactly
The
like
game
EFN.
is
EFN
wrapping
don't
up
give a
in
fuck
this
about
Ain't no,
that
ain't no
shit.
game popping off. I don't even
Word
want to
up.
hear that sports shit. We working. You know what I mean?
don't
If
bring
it's
no
in your
sports in.
bars,
I can't
it's
say
different.
ESPN on purpose
These two
out of
right
this
here,
motherfucker.
fucking ESPN right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. That's ES on PN. Listen, was your first love music or was it, because I know you wrote too.
Yeah.
Because you know, when I was young, everyone, him too,
What do you
we
mean?
writing.
Oh,
Yeah, he
wrote-
got-
he was a writer.
What was you writing?
What was
I was writing Raya.
Right.
Yeah, so I was a writer for Rockaway Queens.
That was before rap.
Oh,
I was born in Far Rock. Yeah.
That was
Oh,
before
you was
rap.
born in Far Rock. Rock.
I was born in Far Rock. Yeah.
Queens.
Stop it.
I'm telling you, the illest motherfuckers come from Queens.
Nah, but I'm bred in Brownsville. It's different.
I know.
It's different. Like,
Our king was born from Queens. There you go.
yeah, but the way you bred, like, I believe a man is where he's raised, where he becomes mature,
where he becomes a
where
man,
he becomes
right.
a man. That's where you
so
from.
then I'm Miami.
So like I know a lot of
That's what I'm
dudes
saying.
in Miami that were born in New York,
My G.
and they rep Miami because
I was born in Chi-Town. I left when I
Chicago?
was 9.
oh wow. So but you straight Miami.
Yeah,
But he
I'm
came- he
fucking
came out here
46. I
nine.
lived all my life here. I'm from
Came out
I
here
read
9 years
Miami.
old.
But let me tell you something. From what I learned in those little 9 years was nothing like what someone would learn in Miami in their little 9 years. You know what I'm saying? Like we had to
it was a
grow
different
real
time.
fast.
Yeah, different time.
Like I had my own breakdancing crew when I was 6. The Windy City Wick Wack Breakers. Like I know fucking all Puerto Ricans and blacks. I didn't know what I knew like maybe 1 or 2 white people because of the TV. I didn't know shit. This is how ignorant we were. We never left our block. I didn't know we were poor. First of all, we were just happy.
Me neither.
We were just happy. I had 2 brothers. We were just fucking laughing all day. We didn't give a fuck. I never saw my mom because she worked so much. Didn't know we were poor. We cut up and she meets some dude, nice dude. He get a job down in fucking some place called Miami. All right, cool. We go down. Let me just tell you this shit real crazy. I go my first day of school. I'm in 4th grade. I walk in. I'm in a fucking black Gucci sweater, black Lee jeans, and some black and red Pumas. And I look around,
weather
and it's 108 outside. I'm cooking. I don't have nothing else but winter gear. And the whole room is a bunch of white kids with little ass shirts and shorts and shit. I'm like, I got home. I said, Mom, we need to go shopping out this motherfucker. But the first dude I met, I'll never forget, is a Jew. His name was Brent Nason. He said to me, yo, what are you? So I'm Puerto Rican. What are you? He said, I'm a Jew. I go, what the fuck's a Jew? I didn't even know what that was. I only knew blacks, Puerto Ricans, and Syrians. I had like 2 Syrians on the block. You know, that chocolate. That's all I heard from these motherfuckers. I guess that meant fuck you. But that's all I knew. That's all I knew. We grew up with just that. We never left our block because it's gangs every block. You can't just go to the next block. It's another gang. You can't go this way. It's another gang. Can't go
like
Oh,
up the block.
LA and
it's ugly.
New York is
Chi-Town was
even worse
real
now
crazy.
than that.
Is that, yeah, we couldn't leave our block,
the
man.
gang infestation in New York is out of control.
Like now?
Right now.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
I think it's worse than LA now. Because they everywhere.
They banging like LA and they rapping like Atlanta? That's fucking bad, man. Come on, man.
It's real crazy.
We need some identity check out this motherfucker, man.
Shit.
That's the mecca of hip hop,
I mean,
man.
this is their time. This is
it
their
don't,
era.
it's-
Remember, this is the social media
I agree with
era.
you, but I just hate that answer. Like, my G, like,
I remember the old.
It's
You
like
gotta,
the snitching
I,
era.
look, but you
That's
got
the
you got to
era's
think of
dead.
right wherever you came from and whatever era that was.
right.
It was based on your source of information that created you. Of
course.
Whether it was your block or the television
Yeah,
shows
that's
you
why they
were
call you a
watching.
product of your environment.
Yeah.
Not just your environment.
Just
What's being broadcasted into your subconscious
obviously,
and
correct.
your conscious right now.
Right.
Social media is
yes,
controlling the mind. Yo, society is totally different because of social media and then the pandemic on top of it made motherfuckers retarded right now. Like it's a whole different world, man.
We ain't never been through that
None
shit.
of us went through that shit.
Yeah, but it's like social media is really like everybody just clout chasing.
Do you think if you had social media back in the 80s and 90s, you would have just been a super duper star?
I think
I'd have been in jail because the fuck I was doing. I'd have been in jail faster. But just like what they because you know everybody's broadcasting what's going on.
everybody's
I remember one of my dudes recently
that's
said,
dry snitching right there.
"Yo,
and
one
shit.
of my dudes recently said to me, yo, imagine if we was rapping in the '80s and all that, like you know, like we got it now." And I'm like, nigga, we'd have been in jail, nigga. Like we'd have been with all these everybody with big jewelry and all that around in that time.
Word.
Nobody would have been able to control themselves as far as the way the Brooklyn way goes.
I believe
and
it.
the kind of dudes we was rolling with.
Yeah.
Everybody was a victim at everywhere we went.
No
Like
matter what.
the robbery sprees and all that was out of hand. You rob everything you see along the path.
Shit.
So when you start robbing on the train, you start in the last car and you make your way all the way to the first car. It was really like that. So to be
It's a
in
day's
those
work in 3 cars. We out this motherfucker. It's good shit.
thank you, man.
There you go.
But back to the graffiti, right?
Word.
You know, I came to Miami, been back and forth since the 70s. When I came in like 82, I came out here as a graffiti artist. And right now, the museum,
82 was your first year out here?
nah, 75.
Stop. Nice.
We've been in that house since 1974.
My cousins lived in Wynwood when
my
it was the
grandma
Puerto
house.
Rican ghetto, not the Wynwood you
but
see
the
now.
same grandma house you come to was the same house I've been coming to
Are
since
the murals still on
5
it now?
years old.
I think I saw them on
the house
there.
is gone.
No.
Yeah, the house is gone,
So
man.
they already had that plan.
Yeah, the house is gone, man.
You know, that's
But, yo,
it's a good thing.
But like I said, you know, when I came as a graffiti artist, and right now the Museum of Graffiti in Miami,
Yeah, that's big. That's big
But-
shit.
they credit me as one of the main dudes who brought graffiti to Miami.
That's
from back then.
crazy.
And that's from the research they got from all the writers, the old school writers.
Yeah, they
and
didn't
all
just
that.
hear it from just you.
They didn't hear shit from me.
Word.
They called me to let me know.
Hard.
Like,
That's hard.
we credit you as one of the fathers, especially of Wynwood, that brought the art of graffiti in you know, the hip hop style.
and you said you
to
can
him.
send my check to.
Nah, you know what I love about it the most? First, they used to have my picture up in the museum, you know, like a back in the days picture, and then they moved the museum to another block, and they took my picture down.
Stop it.
But they put the picture of my grandmother's house and the mural of my grandparents,
You'll take that.
saying you know, it came from this house, from Thirstin, and that's even more beautiful to me.
That's a blessing.
Because now my grandparents are in the museum.
Word up. That's
you know what I
love.
mean? And from what they tell me, shout out Alan Kett. You know, he's the founder of the Graffiti Museum.
okay.
Yeah, so he said this section of the museum never comes down. It never gets changed.
What?
Because it's the history of graffiti in Miami.
How could it ever be changed?
And honestly,
Right.
I'm the first piece of the history of graffiti in Miami.
That's love.
So,
That's
you know,
love. That's
blew-
big.
that blew my
Graffiti
mind.
artist myself, that's dope.
I got some
Yeah.
goosebumps right now.
That's
That's
crazy.
hard. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
The way you
Deep.
just broke that down. Woo.
But you know, I did everything. I'm a breakdancer.
Yeah, all the elements.
So, you know, I
hip-hop.
started breakdancing in Miami. People don't know that.
No,
I ain't bring that from New York.
I told her there's a big old breakdance
Started
scene in the
breakdancing
80s,
from
man.
I started
Huge.
I knew about breakdancing, but I didn't start until here. When I was living here in like 83.
Wow.
I had a crew in Wynwood called the Latin Rockers. My brother was part of it, a dude named Pinocchio, Harold, Gooch, 8-Ball Vic. There was a lot of dudes who went to Robert E. Lee Junior High. I went to Robert E. Lee.
You went to Robert E. Lee?
I went to
That's the
Robert E. Lee.
opportunity
son.
school, baby.
Yeah,
Let's
so
get
I
it.
went there, and you know, a
Hey,
lot
you
of
was
the
a real
dudes.
bad kid. You was Robert E. Lee.
I was one of the, you
My
know.
mom wouldn't let me hang with your motherfucker.
Nah, but it was like we started a breakdance crew here, and
Oh, that's gangster.
next thing you know, shit was history, man.
That's hard.
And then you know, I just my mother was in jail. That's the reason I was in Miami. So
Okay.
I just was waiting for my mother to get out of jail so I
go
could
back.
go back to New York and
You didn't like it in Miami at the time, or did you?
I'm a New York nigga, man.
Word
And
up.
then
I
I
ain't
couldn't.
seen- yeah, it's
it
different.
was. You know why? What it was the most? There wasn't no hip hop nowhere like New York, and I was just a fiend. I wanted to be in everything hip hop, the music, all of that. You know what I mean? You wasn't getting it no place
No,
the
it
way you
wasn't.
was getting it. You know, I used to go to a couple of clubs out here back then. The Omni used to have a club called Allegros, right where the
You got me on that one.
where the hotel is. I think it's a Holiday.
yeah.
That used to be a
That
club.
used to be, it used to be a club.
Used to be a
I thought
club.
it was a mall.
Nah, the mall was
Omni
upstairs,
was upstairs.
but on the
Oh,
first
yeah.
floor was the club, and they used to have hip hop. I seen Soul Sonic Force, Planet Patrol. I seen Shannon. Let the music play. Like we seen mad groups come perform there. There was also
crazy.
another club out here called Castle Park. You know that
never
like
heard
I
of
went
it.
to a lot, and this is 83 and 80, 82 and shit like that. So Miami was starting to happen here, but it wasn't as intense like in New York. So I always I wanted to be home. Like soon as I went to New York, coming here being a breakdance. This is the crazy shit. I ain't gonna even lie to you, yo. We didn't have much to do here, so all I used to do was practice breakdancing every day. So I'm fiending to go back to New York. Like,
And show off
yo,
your moves and
I'm gonna
shit.
go to New York and learn. I'm gonna learn from niggas when I get back home. When we got to New York, we was better than everybody, and I couldn't believe that part.
Oh shit.
But it wasn't because we came from Miami or that. It was because we loved it more than everybody.
That's real.
It was the same, like, because I feel like even my rap career now is only a resurrection of my breakdancing career. Because for me, breakdancing was my whole world. That was everything to me. And in New York, by 86, it was played out. So you got laughed at if you was breakdancing.
Yeah. Oh,
so I was forced to, like, give it up. Like, I had to stop.
He said, I got to fucking rap my way out this.
No, I wasn't even thinking about rapping. I didn't really start rapping till like 96, like seriously. You know, I played with it in 86 and things like that.
Right.
But I never took it seriously until like 95, 96. Then I went full-fledged with the rap.
And that's 95, 96. When you did the, I forgot what the fuck it's called. I read it in your bio. I thought it was in 97. You had you did it with Eminem.
The Rap Olympics.
The Rap Olympics.
That was 97.
In that short amount of time, you're gonna go to that stage? That's beautiful.
When I started rapping, the next month I was in the magazine getting a phone call from LL.
This is fucking crazy.
But no, it started happening immediately because, like I said, the love.
Yeah,
my love was so intense.
No, you was
everybody's acknowledging it. I'm going everywhere to let you know. I'm here to rhyme. I'm here to battle you, your man, whoever else.
You got, motherfucker, right?
Oh man, I went through this.
But in the Rap Olympics, what were you doing? What was your job specifically?